Hi guys, to the SBENU Star League here, Season 2 of the SSL. We are in the middle of a best-of-7 between Classic and Stats. Stats up 2-0. You're looking dominant today, Moonblade.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic. And Classic looks like a broken man. The chin has been broken.
Yeah. You know what I say, Moonblade? If he loses another game, I think we may just see another 4-0 here in the round of 4, rather.
Kind of getting a little scared of that, Valdez. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, though, because these games have been close, especially the second one. I think it was in Classic's grasp. He made the wrong choice to move out at the wrong time after putting himself so far ahead economically.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I really am enjoying the builds that Classic is going for. He's trying to mix it up. He wants to win this so badly. It is very obvious. But he's just making small mistakes that are taken away from his gameplay, and Stats is just, I feel, overall a bit of a better player, and he's taking advantage of them, and he's winning these games just barely.
Yeah, better player, especially in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, the road to this round of 4 has proven that he's just been winning so many games in the PvP against so many different players, different styles. So, yeah, we'll see what he can do in game number 3 on King Sejong Station.
Yeah, going to be a 2-player map. Bit of a longer rush distance. A lot of proxies used on this map. Let's see what these players want to do going into game number 3 right now. Down here in the bottom right in the blue, one of our Protoss players from SK Telecom T1. He's down 0-2. Looking a bit defeated. It's Classic.
The chin. Up here in the top left, we do have the red Protoss player playing for KT Rolster. It is Stats or Waldo.
The Waldo.
The Waldo.
Classic.
Definitely looks like it.
He does. He really does. Classic, already with the head in hands pose that we saw from many players after getting beat down. We're only through game number 2. I get the impression, like I was saying before, that Classic put like a lot of thought and heart into that second game, and he was so close too.
Yeah.
That's a really devastating loss to take, especially here in a best-of-7 series.
When you have the game 1 as well, like and you fall apart during that point where you should be winning the game, or like in a place where you shouldn't just lose like he did. Yeah. Like, there is no excuse for it. And he's kicking himself still for it, which is a bad sign going into game 3. You cannot afford to drop another game, because then you're really going to be tilted, and it could very well be an easy 4-0.
Yeah. That's one of the hardest things about StarCraft. You know, it's a one-on-one. There's basically no RNG that goes into this. It's always your fault. Like, either you're worse than your opponent, or you mess up, and then you're still worse than your opponent. Like, it's always all on you, and that's a ton of pressure.
Especially if it's a mirror match, too, because you can't just blame the race. You can't just be like, well, I played against Protoss, and
I don't have Stormhost, so
they're balanced, man. I know force fields are pretty funny sometimes, but if you can do it, too, then you have no excuse.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, actually.
So
we do see already a proxy pylon here from Classic.
Yeah, pretty aggressive pylon. I dare say that would be a Stargate.
Yeah, definitely could be.
It's
very, very close to the base of Stats.
It's like a gateway. I'm like,
It's 2 gates, actually.
It's 2 gates.
So Stats gets a whole scout of the main base, and maybe he's saying, okay, you've got something out there. I don't know what it is, but you've got something. Let's see if he goes for the scout.
I think he should. I think he will. I think he has to, right?
What if he just finds it right now? Classic would be so screwed.
I think he's going to be checking the top right, and then he might try and check around that 3rd base.
And look at what Stats is doing here.
Look at that rally, man. He's found it.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Jackpot. You won the prize.
It seems like he's scouting up here, and he's actually rerouted his Stalker. But I think he should come back. If he was thinking about it before, he's already got another Stalker out.
2
on the
gateways
map.
on the way and a Twilight as well behind this.
Yep.
So Stats is going to have some pretty healthy anti-air, but this
3-gate blink.
It's Oracle.
Oracle should get out.
He is going to get out, and maybe he'd want to take his Stalkers back home because he's not going to have anything there to defend against it. It's going to be close, actually.
Whoa.
I think it gets out, Valdez.
He's trying to Chrono Boost it out. It's so close. It's so close. It gets out just barely.
This is the way back in, Valdez. Warp Gate's finished now. He can warp in a few Stalkers.
But this Oracle's going to get so much damage done.
He's going to take a lot of kills.
4 kills, 5 kills already. Go to the first-person view Classic.
Damn, but look at this. We do see Warpins on the other side of the map. 2 Stalkers and a Zealot moving towards Classic's base. Aggression's going to be on now. There's no Mothership Core to help out against this either. He has to get the units out. Warp Gate has just finished, but there's only 1 gate.
And behind the Stats is going for a Dark Shrine. He's putting on the pressure, trying to get some extra damage done to Classic. He has that Warp Gate out faster. And I guess he's saying, you know, Classic has to respond to my aggression. He's going to go blink, try to go toe-to-toe with me. But at the same time, he's going to have a Dark Shrine somewhere. And it's out on the map. This Oracle is not going to be able to scout it at the same time.
Yeah, it's completely out of energy at this point. It's all about Stats keeping anything away from that pylon while he gets this done, because there is no detection whatsoever. He will essentially win the game once the DT comes out, as long as there's no big mistakes from Stats.
Uh-oh. Classic coming down here trying to snipe out the pylon. He's going to lose one of his Stalkers already and taking a lot of damage on another one of those Stalkers. Dark Shrine is about to finish.
Oh, boy. This is the moment of truth, Valdez. One is being warped in right now. The ramp might be blocked, but that's
Oracle's coming back, but it's only on 35 energy.
It's not enough.
He's trying to block it. Let's see how well he can block it from getting into that. Oh, he's going to block it off for the building here first, but it should be able to get in the back.
Needs to get his Stalkers in there too if he wants to get rid of this Oracle. He's going to get a lot of damage done. Cannot afford to lose all his Stalkers either. Blink trying to finish as well.
This is just another sick game. Gets that energy here.
Gets the energy.
Should be able to take out this DT. Although it has done its damage. 4 kills, kind of equal to that Oracle. And at the same time, a gigantic pull out of Classic off of that mineral line.
The problem with this is, the problem with using an Oracle as detection as well is that it runs out, and then you're out of energy. And then what are you going to do? You're in so much trouble. So if we see another DT come in there, it's going to cause the same problem, but for a lot longer.
He's going to see it.
He's going to see it, but guess what?
Oh.
It's almost out of, it's almost out, you know? He's only got a few seconds left of it. But so long as he keeps it alive, he keeps it alive. Oh. Wow. Just barely out.
And he will be able to take out that Dark Shrine now. So looking at where we're at now, Stats is 3 extra probes, but Classic has 4 extra Stalkers, the earlier Blink, and an Oracle still out on the map. It looks like Stats was able to get 1 extra Warp in here, but Classic's got another one coming in here. It's going to be 11-8 right now in terms of Stalkers.
Yeah. Stats going to have to be very careful. No Mothership Core either, which is a big problem.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, Valdez.
Classic may just be able to go straight up. I mean, he's got that Blink. The Blink of Stats is not ready yet.
He's camping that main base. He's camping that main Nexus. He's not even covering the ramp. He's very afraid right now. Blink's going to finish. Maybe he wants to get to the top of that ramp so he can ward off anything that Classic comes up with. Yeah. If he stays up the top here and Classic gets all the way up without taking any damage, like, that is a huge problem. And look at this. I think he might just do that.
It's going to be 14-11 in terms of Stalkers. Blinks up to get the vision, and he's going to blink straight on top of Stats Stalkers. He has realized that he's got more. Nice blink micro here, though, from Stats at the same time. He's going to pull some probes also to deal with this, get that tanking down.
He was not expecting Blink, I think. He was not expecting Blink at all from Stats. That's why he blinked forwards like he did.
Oh, but Stats has to be very careful going down the ramp. He's going to lose another Stalker, but blink forward and get another one. But a really nice cock keep here from Classic. Getting the better trades, and he's going to blink up to block him.
And that should be it. Simply not enough now. Classic has found his way back into this best of 7.
Yeah, and there's still an Oracle out on the map, and there you go. It's just a numbers game from here. GG, Classic wins a crazy game in game number 3.
Man, that was a close one. That Oracle getting out, you know, if that Oracle didn't get out, Valdez, the game is completely different. The game would have been so in favor of Stats. It would have been silly.
Yeah. Stats, he would have had the earlier blink. I think he got his Twilight Council out, but just didn't make the blink right when he got it. I think he was just saving for more Stalkers, try to put on the pressure. Maybe even canceled it for the Dark Shrine. Not exactly sure, but it ended up with Classic defending the push really, really well. His micro against the DT was pretty insane. And he just, you know, took little enough damage to stay in the game, and from there he was ahead. And he microed really, really well with his Blink Stalkers. I think that first Blink was kind of aggressive, but from there he played it really nice.
Yeah, a lot of luck came into that game as well, finding the second DT. Even after that, getting that Oracle out with a split second left. Like, a lot of things went Classic's way in a big way. So I'm sure Stats is looking at this and thinking, you know what, it was a silly loss, but it happens. Look, it's a best of 7, and I'm up 2 games. So we can go into this, and he doesn't look rattled at all. He's completely fine with how that went down. Just one of those games.
Yeah. It's one of those games. That's PvP for you. It can get really crazy all over the map. Proxies from both players, in fact. Stargate at the Classic and then the Dark Shrine at the Stats. So, as you said,